What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Frank the Kid Stewart back at y'all with a brand new Hard in the Paint. Hey, for the people that's been with me, rocking with me this entire time, I did it on Facebook for years, but now we're moving over to YouTube. So hopefully I can gain a little bit more traction and a little bit more, followers and people that follow what's going on in the podcast. But as your boy Frank the Kid Stewart, I'm gonna try to fill y'all in as much as I possibly can on what's going on in NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, UFC, professional boxing. We're here to talk sports. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're here to do. So we're gonna get right to it. As y'all see the title, it's preseason week 1 of the NFL. We're gonna talk about the highs and lows of each team of each game. What rookies made a instant impact, and what teams got to work for. We ain't gonna make any type of predictions or anything like that as far as what we think a team record, because, like I said, it was preseason. It's time to get the rust off of certain players and also see what these rookies are about. So we ain't gonna really make any predictions about how they fare, but we're gonna talk about them, and that's how we're gonna do it. Anyway, Thursday night games. It was Indianapolis Colts, Baltimore Ravens. It was Cincinnati versus Philly, and it was the Raiders versus Seattle. We're just gonna start from the bottom on that one. So I was really, really excited to see Gentry play, and I think he only had like 3 or 4 carries. I remember his very first carry he got stopped in the backfield. He's switching from the Mountain West out there in NCAA over to hard-hitting NFL players, is a big thing. But I think I think he's gonna be fine. He ended up having, like I said, 3 rushes for -1 yards. So if you play fantasy, still pick him up. I think it was, it's a different game. It's a different game when it comes to NFL, though. But Aiden O'Connell balled out. He went 18 for 30, 205 yards. He had 1 touchdown. He did throw 2 picks. But like I said, it's preseason. They're just there pretty much to get the rust off and see what's going on with it. But I hope Gentry honestly does better this week, because I was really disappointed as far as 3 rushes for negative yards. Going on the Seattle side, and the score did end in a tie, 24-24. On the Seattle side, pretty much, Jalen Monroe got to play a little bit. He went 6 for 10, 61 yards. He did get sacked once. Drew Lock played most of the game, 12 for 22, 147, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. It was just typical preseason game. Nothing too much to watch about that one. Indianapolis Colts versus Baltimore. The score was 24-16. Baltimore's away. Baltimore's a tough team. They're gonna be a tough team always. Damn good coaching staff. They're strong on each category of football. They're strong on offense, like always. They're strong on defense, and they're strong at special teams, even without Justin Tucker. And as you can see, they got a strong bench. That's when you can look at Baltimore Ravens. They didn't have to do much. The quarterbacks didn't play much. They didn't throw much balls, but they had a good running game. Mitchell showed up and balled out, 68 yards. Johnson had 57 yards. When a team can run the ball like that and win games, you're cool, because they do got Lamar Jackson, and they do got Derrick Henry, so they're going to be a running team. So when a team can run the ball like that, it's going to definitely break down defenses and whatnot too. But like I said, this is preseason. Daniel Jones did get to play for the Colts because Anthony Richardson got hurt. Anthony Richardson went 2 for 3 with 21 yards. I mean, dude, I don't call that man a bust, but asking for a break last year and not playing very, very well doesn't really help his case. I think Danny Dimes is going to be the one that's going to take that starting position, because Danny Dimes is a damn good quarterback. When he's playing with the Giants, it's hard to win games when you ain't got nobody with you, and that's just how it is. You can't do it all your own. Football is definitely a team sport. Cincinnati and Philly. I was shocked how much the starters from Cincinnati got to play last week. Honestly, Cincinnati their starters played a couple possessions. Joe Burrows had 2 touchdowns, 123 yards, went 9 for 10. He looked good. Joe Burrows looked real good. Jamal Chase got to play 4 receptions, 77 yards, 1 touchdown. So I was shocked to see how much Cincinnati starters got to play. But they couldn't. Once they got poured out, it was done from there. They ended up losing the game, but they did try to come back though. Philadelphia, they didn't play any starters, but I do want to give my boy Tyler a shout out. Yes, dude, I give you a lot of crap about the Philadelphia Eagles. They are strong at every level, because you take Jalen Hurts out, you put Tanner McKee in it, you can still win some games. Tanner McKee is a damn good quarterback. I remember watching him last year when Jalen Hurts got hurt, and he came in and he still got to produce as if he was on that elite level. So the Eagles is a tough team. I'm a hater of the Eagles because I feel like everybody are starting to become Eagles fans, but as a sports fan, I can't deny that they're really, really good. So shout out to my boy Tyler. Shout out to my boy Carlos. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Jeremy. Those are all huge Eagles fans. My mom, she's a huge Eagles fan. And I just be hating because they love the Eagles so much. It's so easy to just hate on them because they get them so angry and whatnot. Fridays against the Detroit Lions. That game ended in an injury. Detroit is a good team. I just had a conversation with a guy in one of my classes about the Lions, and he thinks that they're going to win Super Bowl this year. We got to talk back and forth. He kept saying Jared Goff is a better quarterback than Stafford, and we was going back and forth. But Lions is a tough team. Let's see how well they do this year. Cleveland and Carolina. Let's talk about Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders came in already. Well known, household name. Everybody knows Shedeur Sanders' story. It's college phenom, Jackson State. Dad got the job at Colorado. He followed his dad, a couple other players. He balled out for the Buffaloes. He was supposed to be a high pick this year. He didn't really work out with any teams, whatnot. Didn't really do this, that, and the other. And he slipped, obviously his cockiness slipped him to the 5th round. And so people instantly was, giving him crap about that. He shut them haters down this past weekend. Shedeur Sanders went 14 for 23. Played a lot of smart football. He didn't turn the ball over at all. 130 yards, 2 touchdowns. He got sacked twice, but he also ran the ball a little bit. Like Shedeur he didn't run in college at all. He was a pocket quarterback, but he had 4 rushes for 19 yards. He played smart football. And Shedeur Sanders, the job, I think, honestly, is yours to lose. You really ain't got that much competition. You got a lot of randoms in there. You got Gabriel. You got Flacco. You really ain't got a lot of competition. Watson. Who else am I missing in that? Kenny Pickett. Like, the job is yours to lose Shedeur. And honestly, I think if you continue balling out, you're gonna be good. So Shedeur, I do wish you well, bro. Honestly, I picked you up in a couple of dynasty leagues, and I hope that you are very, very serviceable for the years to come for Cleveland or any team, honestly. And Cleveland's a tough team, honestly. They got the tools, just got to put everything together. The Panthers. I was really upset to watch T-Mac drop that wide open pass on a slant going into the end zone for easy 6. I'm like, oh man, come on, that's not good. He definitely took responsibility for it, but Bryce Young put it in the pocket. So Carolina, if y'all don't make some moves in the NFC South, you guys got to get you guys' stuff together because you guys should not be happening like that at all. I get people are scared and nervous and whatnot, but man, that was too easy for you not to catch that ball. Dude, New England put up 48 points on the Commanders. Their rookie, Trayvon Henderson, 99 yards to the 100 yards to the house. His first touch as a pro. That boy's gonna be a bad returner. Hopefully they can start using him in the run game as well. I know they just re-signed Stevenson for a massive deal, but for Henderson is the truth. But New England put up 48 points. I don't know what they were trying to do, trying to make a statement or something. Granted, it is preseason, so we're not making any predictions right here, but Commanders didn't start anybody. So it's cute about that. Where New England did start, have their starters play. Not much, but they did. Drake May had a couple passes. Drake May had a couple runs. I like Drake May. I really do like Drake May. And I feel like it's a young core around him. And now he got, he actually got an elite receiver now and Diggs. So we'll see how that works out. But I'm excited to see what the Patriots are going to do this year. I hated the Patriots for years because that's why I hate the Philadelphia Eagles. The fan base is just so annoying. But since they lost TB12, they came back down to earth and whatnot too. So we had the Giants game in the Buffalo game, 34-25. Giants played all 4 of their quarterbacks. They all look really good. It is preseason, but all 4 of their quarterbacks look really, really good. Buffalo didn't really play anybody, but Giants, they look good. This is preseason, the season as well. The Minnesota Vikings and Houston, the score was 10-20 in favor of the Vikings. Let me see what JJ McCarthy, that's what I really wanted to watch. He went 4 for 7 for 30 yards. He didn't play much. 1 rush for 8 yards. It's going to take them a while to come. Everybody knows what happened last year. High draft pick, got hurt. Next man up, which was Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold balled out, got them all into the playoffs. They ended up losing to my Rams. You know what I'm saying? Sam Darnold ended up getting shipped off to Seattle. Now JJ McCarthy is in the driver's seat. So we'll see what he can do with it this year. And he has the people around him. Jordan Addison is suspended for the first few games of the season. But when you got somebody like Jetta on your team, man, it doesn't even matter who the quarterback is. Let's just be honest. Houston did. Let me see if Houston started anybody. Houston, they didn't have any other starters in preseason week 1. Injuries do happen, as you can tell. People get hurt in preseason, so I get it. And they have a very, very young core, so they probably want to keep the people healthy. Pittsburgh and Jacksonville. Look, dog. Hey, shout out to Cam Little, 70 yards for a field goal, bro. Like, hey, tip my hat off to you. That was beautiful. I watched it a couple times, and so that was really, really good. Pittsburgh Steelers. They didn't really play anybody. They didn't start anybody. You know, their quarterback's pretty much an elderly man at this point. But Aaron Rodgers, I feel like he still got some in the tank for sure. Jacksonville did play a couple of the starters. Well, they did play the starters for the first possession and whatnot too. Trevor Lawrence went 6 for 7 for 43 yards and whatnot. So hopefully the Jacksonville Jaguars have a decent year this year. I love their colors and whatnot. So my Rams did beat Dallas Cowboys. We're not going to get too much into that, but Blake Corone, 2 touchdowns, man. Hey, look, he's fighting for that backup position behind Kyron Williams. So that looked good. You know, hey, Stinson Benton looked good too. You know, everybody knows his story. Walk on at Georgia. Won on 2 natties. Ended up having a problem when it came to drinking and whatnot too. When he got into the NFL, he took a leave of absence for a hot second. Now he's back. And he's going to be a decent backup to Stafford. Tennessee Titans and Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay put a whooping on them 29-7. Cam Ward did play for the Tennessee Titans, and he was 5 for 8 for 67 yards. No mistakes. He didn't fumble the ball. He did not turn the ball over. You know, he hit Calvin Ridley on a couple plays. It's the Tennessee Titans. Get the man some help and whatnot, and I think that he should be okay. Tampa Bay is looking like Tampa Bay. They're ready. Tampa Bay can put up 28 points without didn't start one starter, to be honest. And Tampa Bay's a tough team. And shout out to my boy Trevor. You know what I'm saying? He's a huge Tampa Bay Bucks fan. Kansas City Chiefs lost to Arizona Cardinals. Kansas City did play their starters for like the first possession, first series. No big deal. It's the Chiefs. They're going to be fine. They're always going to be fine. As long as number 15 is in the driver's seat, they're going to always be fine. Jets and Green Bay. Jets did play some of their starters, and I think Green Bay did too. Jets did start Justin Fields. You know, he got hurt like 2 weeks ago. He came back. He went 3 for 4, 42 yards. They had Bryce Hall in there he went through 3 rushes for 9 yards, and they didn't have Gary Wilson in there, but they had a lot of the starters on that side of the ball, but they look good. They look good against Green Bay. Green Bay had their starters in. Jordan Love played terrible. He went 1 for 5 for 7 yards. This is week 1 preseason. He's been out since January because they got eliminated in January. But Packers fans don't need to panic yet and whatnot. Y'all gonna be okay. I mean, you could be like the Dallas Cowboys. They're panic. The Dallas Cowboys either if they win the first preseason game this our year. They lose the first preseason game, they get all scared and shit and whatnot like that. That's So Denver versus San Francisco. I think it's about to be a down year for San Francisco. I don't think San Francisco is as strong as a team, and I'm not even saying that because my Rams are in the NFC West. I'm just saying that I feel like San Francisco will have a down year. It's going to be a year to humble them. Or I think Denver's going to have a great year. Bo Nick's going to look good. You don't have any household names playing for Denver outside of Patrick Surtain, who won Defensive Player of the Year last year. But Denver has a good coaching staff. They're young as far as the players go. They got a franchise quarterback, and I think they can build around Bo Nix. But I think San Francisco's going to have a down year. Monday night games, 24-24, Miami versus Chicago. I know we got to see some of the rookies play for the Bears. Who am I looking for? Oh, yeah, Luther Burden out of Mizzou. He had 2 catches for 29 yards. Very serviceable. I think he's going to be good. Same thing with Loveland, their new tight end, their new fancy tight end. So, but I don't like the Bears either, to be honest, but that's neither here or there. Miami Dolphins, Tua did play. He went 5 for 6. Hopefully he can stay healthy this year. Other than that, they didn't really start any of their starters. Tyreek Hill didn't play. Waddle didn't play. There are a lot of random running backs in there, but they were still serviceable. The game was 24-24. And the last game of the night was the last game of the preseason week 1 was New Orleans versus the Chargers. New Orleans is in rebuild mode. I mean, like rebuild mode 100%. hopefully, I mean, Saints is always going to find a way to win games and whatnot. I don't think they're unnecessary to get last place in the NFC South. They should, so they can start trying to build around their young core, but they're definitely in rebuild mode. Chargers, man. Let's see if we're going to have the same Chargers we have every year. Trey Lance balled out. Trey Lance balled out 2 weeks ago for the Hall of Fame game. Not so much this game. He went 7-14, 55 yards. No tutties, no picks. And that's what it is. So this definitely, I'm definitely happy to be back talking sports with people and whatnot. Of course, I'm going to get a little bit more lively as we're going on. Of course, I'm going to be feeling myself as we're going on and whatnot, too. This is the first live stream on YouTube. And, it's been a while since I've been in the game as far as streaming-wise go. But we back. So my long time followers, y'all know how we end all this. Love, peace, and hair grease. One.